This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. A Manatee County woman is behind bars accused of trying to have her ex-husband killed.
Why did you do it?
Rachel Leahy staying silent as she was taken in handcuffs from the sheriff's office to a squad car waiting for her outside. The 34-year-old is charged with solicitation of murder. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office started its investigation last month after receiving a tip. They say Leahy hired an undercover detective to kill her ex-husband, a 59-year-old who lives in Sarasota. The agreed cost of the hit was $5,000, and when Leahy allegedly paid half of that, detectives made the move to arrest her. The sheriff's office investigation revealed Leahy wanted her ex-husband killed so she could have custody of their children. But sheriff's officials also tell us she had her bags packed and her passport ready. The ex-husband, who was the target of the hit, tells us he has no comment. An arrest has been made in the investigation involving a child who was bitten multiple times by another child at a Bradenton daycare. Casey Burke has been charged with 1 count of child neglect. According to the arrest report, on the day of the incident, Burke was responsible for about 5 children whom she left unsupervised for several hours. Burke has since been fired by Jay's Bright Learners Daycare, and the child who bit the victim no longer attends the daycare.
And it's one thing if you go get a drink of water, you go to the restroom, but this was an extended period of time where she wasn't in charge of these children, and that's when the biting took place.
Burke is the only staff member charged, though the incident has sparked investigations with the state attorney's office and the Department of Children and Families, both of which are ongoing. The mother of the victim writing on Facebook, quote, "The woman who neglected not only my son, but all the toddlers in her care has been arrested. This is what I've been fighting for justice." In other news tonight, 3 Suncoast football players are being called heroes after helping a stranded woman during last week's tropical storm. ABC7's Ray Collins joins us with this uplifting story. Ray.
Yeah, it's a nice one, Haley. The boys helped out, and they even turned down a reward afterwards. It's down to a matter of hours before Braden River's first home game Friday night, and the players are focused on football. But a few days ago, the coach said some of these players did something that was larger than football.
Yeah, I got an email from the lady that was helped, and she ended the email with, they were my heroes for the day.
And here are those 3 heroes, Demetrius Lawson, Paul Wiggins, and Devontae Seabrooks. They were at Lawson's house on 3rd Street West in Bradenton during the storm when this side street began flooding.
All this whole thing right here was flooded.
Lawson showed us how high the water got on his waist. 2 women got stuck in their van. 2 of the boys began to spring into action, and the third caught cell phone video of the very end of their good deed when the water got lower. The driver says she thought she and her 87-year-old passenger were going to have to get out and swim.
And nobody else was helping us, so it was like, why not just do a good deed and help her?
The woman offered the boys $20 for their good deed, but the boys wouldn't take it.
Like, she was, can barely talk to us because she was so emotional. Yeah.
Why didn't you take the money?
Because it didn't feel right, because at the time it was like she was in need, so it was like, why not help her? Like, we not doing nothing, and she's just sitting there.
How did it make you feel after you did it?
It made me feel good to know that I can help people, because I wouldn't want to be stuck in the same situation and nobody helped me.
Seabrook says word spread fast among his classmates.
I had a couple text me after it and stuff, and good stuff.
The coach says good deeds like this go a long way at this level.
To kind of do those things outside of school, it's definitely shows some leadership and, kind of resonates throughout the program.
Well, the boys also pushed 2 other cars as well that day and then warned other drivers not to use that road. So indeed, they made the best of their day off last week, Haley.
And Ray, it's always nice to hear about kids or teenagers helping out and doing these great things.
It's a nice change of pace right now. The coach says they made the entire school proud.
They definitely did. All right. Thank you, Ray. And a different scene this evening, Bob, than what we saw during that video there of Hermine.
That's right. Think about it. Just last week at this time, we were getting tropical storm force winds really up to 40 miles an hour sustained and gusts as high as 50 last Thursday. But tonight, a different story. We're getting some storminess around and we're seeing more come back into play now. More showers developing, indicating that the atmosphere is juiced up a little bit more so than it has been all week long. Still some lingering showers at this this hour near Siesta Key, also on the University Parkway near Palmyra. Most of the activity, though, is offshore and will continue to wind on down out into the Gulf of Mexico. Rainfall amounts have not been all that impressive today. I think a little bit more so as we press toward the weekend, up to 7/10 of an inch just north of Northport and 3/10 of an inch south of Venice. Currently, we have partly cloudy skies, still warm, 81 degrees. More on your weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Haley.
Thank you, Bob. For 3 straight years now, Sarasota County residents are saying population growth and development, those are their top concerns. Those are the results of an annual Sarasota County Citizen Opinion Survey conducted by the University of South Florida. The 28% of respondents who listed that as their top concern, that's a 7% increase from last year.
Well, those of us that have lived here for a while appreciate the good things that can come from growth, but realize growth needs to be controlled, and it's not today. It's out of control.
We want to grow, but we want to maintain the unique, wonderful characteristics of Sarasota, and we want to create a vibrant community.
The economy was the second most cited concern in the survey. It also ranked residents' confidence level in the county commission, which was the highest to date. And speaking of development, we have some more details tonight on the redevelopment of the mostly vacant Ringling Shopping Center. The Sarasota Herald Tribune is reporting that the city of Sarasota is looking into the idea of turning that center into a mixed-use development. It could include 222 residential units along with 175,000 square feet of commercial use. This still has several steps to go, including votes from the city's planning board and commission. Changes could be coming to Fruitville Road between 41 and 301. The proposed changes would eliminate the bike lanes on that stretch of road. Sarasota is considering 2 $9 million alternatives. The first plan is to widen the sidewalks to 10 feet. The second would add 3 roundabouts at the intersections of Fruitville and Coconut, Central and Lemon, allowing for the sidewalks to be widened to 16 feet. Some bicycle enthusiasts are doing what they can to keep the bike lanes right where they are.
Fruitville Road is the only, perhaps with the exception of University Parkway, the only road we have for bicyclists to travel east-west.
Our analysis and traffic studies have shown that there are few bicyclists utilizing this corridor today. And the ones that do generally are only on the corridor for short periods of time.
The city of Sarasota will hold a public hearing on this in about 2 months before it's presented to commissioners. A new Florida poll shows Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump tied among likely general election voters. The Quinnipiac University poll has both the Democratic and Republican nominees at 43% support, almost the same as a survey conducted by Quinnipiac last month. Meanwhile, Libertarian Gary Johnson has an 8% support, while Green Party candidate Jill Stein is polling at 2%. Exactly 2 months out from the election, Quinnipiac also released polls in other key battleground states. Those show Trump with a slight lead in Ohio and Clinton with slight leads in North Carolina and Pennsylvania. In North Carolina, Quinnipiac found that Gary Johnson is polling at 15%. He will need that amount in some national polls to be able to be included on the debate stage. At least 2 Suncoast colleges are looking to open their doors to students displaced by this week's closure at ITT Tech. The move has left thousands of employees and students wondering what's next. The State College of Florida says those students have other options. They say not only do they have many of the same programs previously offered by ITT, but in many cases, the classes are also less expensive. Manatee Technical College is also looking to attract students.
We're here to help. We've built a concierge team to be able to respond to the inquiries, from admissions to advising and financial aid, presenting them with options.
We're welcoming students with open arms. Anyone from ITT is welcome to come here. We will do our very best to give them advanced placement if they've already started a program and they've completed some work in it.
All ITT campuses are closing. State College of Florida and Manatee Technical College are now accepting applications. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, more students choosing to attend college. Speaking of, at USF Sarasota Manatee, the school setting yet another record. And liftoff, a successful start to a 7-year mission to an unexplored asteroid.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Ford Florida Homes.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
At SWC Properties, we pride ourselves in providing to you the very best in customer satisfaction, and the secret's getting out. Maybe that's why so many people have chosen to list their homes with our friendly and qualified agents. After all, it only makes sense to list with a growing agency that markets in so many places. To list your home with SWC, give us a call at our Bradenton office and ask for Eric Schrock.
Bob, our weather, especially in our area, was a little bit spotty.
Right.
Kind of going back and forth between wanting to storm and
yeah,
not.
We've had some showers, though, and some storms around, up to about a ½ inch to 7/10, the most we've seen. I think more of that will be occurring over the upcoming days as some tropical moisture comes back into play. It's been nice, though, the last few mornings. Really quite nice out there. Here's a look at some of those showers dancing across our skies. From Tower Cam, looking off toward the west, you see that sun every once in a while poking through, too. It's kind of neat. As we take a look at the time lapse of the sun setting, with a few showers even developing after the sun had set as a result of some more moisture coming back in. Casey Key, Paula, sending this nice photo as the sun was just getting ready to dip below the horizon there off of Casey Key. Well, the Titan radar picture indicating some late night shower activity making its way through Siesta Key and near Venice, and basically offshore now, and it'll continue to push off to the west and dissipate. We still have some light rain lingering near Siesta Key and also near Sarasota. Not a lot of heavy rainfall at this point. It's pretty much over at, looks like, for the next half hour or so. Currently at the airport, we have 81 degrees, still pretty warm and muggy out there now. The dew point is much higher at 75. Winds out of the east-southeast at 7. And the pressure is on the rise, 30.05 inches, and temperatures were on the rise today, well above average. 95, the high at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, getting close to that record of 96, and the record low temperature, 65 degrees, set in 1960. That'd be nice. We were 11 degrees warmer than that this morning. Well, no rainfall officially at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, but we will see, I think, a better chance to get some tomorrow. 7/100 of an inch of rain above average. Well, in the tropics, right now, we are approaching the peak of hurricane season, which is just a couple of days away. And this is a rather large area of clouds, showers, and thunderstorms. Nothing quite organized right now. And we saw this similar system with, as you remember, Hermine. Hermine at first was just this tropical disturbance forever, it seemed like, as it made its way off to the west. That's because it wasn't that consolidated quite yet. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. In the next 5 days from now, I think it will become a named storm for that matter. The news is, though, it's starting to shift and now move back off into the open waters of the Atlantic. Earlier, the models had it going more westerly. And then we'll watch this system, too, which has just kind of popped up on the radar for the National Hurricane Center. And it's showing some signs of organization, but only 20% chance of developing over the next 5 days. Reason why that one doesn't have much of a chance is because all this wind in the upper levels of the atmosphere, very much a lot of shear throughout this region, which will not allow this system to get going too much over the upcoming days. But we will continue to monitor it very closely. However, we'll watch that line of low pressure, too. If winds start to abate on this tomorrow, or I should say next week, there's a chance we could see something pop up down into the Western Caribbean. But for the time being, all is quiet. A good weekend ahead. Just some showers and storms developing late in the afternoon and evening through the weekend and beyond. Temperatures will stay a little bit above average with highs low 90s. Our average high right around 89 degrees for the Sun Coast. And some of the storms could be heavier on Saturday. There is a frontal boundary which will move down over the southeastern states on Sunday, which could change the timing of the storms a little bit for us on Sunday, maybe a little earlier in the day. 74 in Detroit. It was a warm one in Washington today. They set a record high. Warmer in Washington than it was here along the Sun Coast. They got up to 96 degrees. Well, for boaters, it checks in like this. Another great day, a light chop out there. Seas running really less than 2 feet. And water temperature warming up, 84 degrees. Tides upcoming for Sarasota Bay. Low tide will be just a few minutes from now, 11:51. And a high tide at 2:17 tomorrow. Isolated showers still possible, 75 for a low tomorrow. Better chances for late day storms, a high of 92. And then the extended forecast is calling for a good chance for summer to continue all the way through next week with those afternoon and evening thunderstorms basically in the weather picture. Well, if you're walking along the beaches here along the Sun Coast, you may bump into this gentleman right here that you see out there fishing. This is at the south end of Longboat Key near the little docks there, if you will, or they call them groins. And then he is a teacher of how to do beach fishing. This is the Beach Adventure Fishing Guide, and his name is Steve Herrick. And he was out there battling just for a half hour. I was out there. He wanted to show me what he can do. And he caught this Jack Crevel, could have put up a nice fight. Water was crystal clear, too, by the way, and all sorts of snook were hanging by that groin. I even got out there and do a little fishing for about 10 minutes or so. Didn't catch much, but it was a lot of fun. And he did catch the snapper earlier. Again, that is the Beach Adventure Fishing Guide. It's about a quarter of the cost, and he always sends me pictures. That's what he does. He takes those pictures and he sends them off to me. And as far as we're concerned, we are looking at pretty nice weather for fishing over the weekend. So check out that right there as far as that goes.
Yeah, I love fishing. I love to teach people how to fish. It's a great venue. To me, it's a pure art form. It's going out low, so it's probably not the best time.
And not only that, yeah, he has a lot of tips too. He tells you about the tides and what goes on. This guy here saw the video I put on Facebook from that adventure today, and he sent this picture in. Mike, appreciate that. That's a huge snook caught right there on the beaches. Appreciate that. And get a look at this. This is a marlin jumping near Honduras. And Kirk Wiseman, who is a resident here along the Sun Coast, I've known him for over 30 years, it seems, and he pulled this on a fly rod. Look at the size of that marlin. He is one happy guy right there, and catching some big fish. And Captain Larry McGuire sent this photo in of Eva from Orlando, and that is a false albacore, or a little toonie, if you will, and she caught that out there in the waters just off of Anna Maria. Speaking of catching fish offshore, Governor Rick Scott has extended now the red snapper season due to Hurricane Hermine. It is now going to go on for 7 more days in November, which it usually ends at the end of October, so November 5th and 6th, 11th and 12th, and the 25th and the 27th of 25th through the 27th of November, so it should be good going there for American red snapper out there.
You have an extra opportunity to get out.
Absolutely.
To get some red snapper.
Yes.
That is a tasty one, as we
yes,
talk about.
It is. Yes.
You would say good eating.
Good eating.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Well, an update on Zika. There were no new locally transmitted cases of Zika reported today, but travelers continue bringing the mosquito-borne virus into the state. The Florida Department of Health says 12 new cases involve people who contracted Zika outside of the state. There are 2 areas in Miami-Dade County where local transmission is believed to be happening. However, investigations continue in Pinellas and Palm Beach counties, where people have also contracted the virus locally. The Greater Sarasota Chamber of Commerce has its next CEO and president. Kevin Cooper most recently served as the Director of Community Investment for the Gulf Coast Community Foundation. Cooper will be replacing Steve Quior, who announced his resignation in May after 13 years at the helm. He offered to stay on the job until a new president was hired. The Chamber's board of directors formed a search committee to find that new president, ultimately picking Cooper out of more than 200 applicants. Cooper's first day will be on October 7th. USF Sarasota Manatee sets another enrollment record. The university is reporting that total enrollment for this semester is up 1.6%, which tops last fall's enrollment of 2,038 students. Admissions officials say these numbers confirm that the school remains on a growth track after becoming a 4-year institution in 2013.
And liftoff of OSIRIS-REx, its 7-year mission to bold.
A successful launch at Cape Canaveral this evening. NASA's OSIRIS-REx Explorer has now started its 7-year mission to a big unexplored asteroid called Bennu. It's expected to arrive sometime next August. Once it's there, the spacecraft will gather a few handfuls of gravel for its return to Earth. That gravel, which would arrive in 2023 if all goes well, could help NASA know more about the origin of our solar system. Very exciting. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7, your Suncoast News.
An irregular heartbeat may be tied to more than just stroke risk. Details in HealthSmart.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Get ready, college football fans. When you buy a $5 or more Fantasy 5 ticket and enter your team's drawing, you could win great prizes like team merchandise, tickets to your team's games, and other bowl game experiences. You could even win a championship weekend prize pack in Tampa or $10,000 cash. Fantasy 5 from the Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Now, sports.
The Rays making their final trip of the season to the Bronx as they begin a 4-game series tonight with the Yankees. New York trying to stay in the playoff picture, and the Rays trying to play spoiler. Kevin Kiermaier put the Rays on the board first with a solo homer off CC Sabathia. He had 2 home runs in the game. Also with 2 homers, Steven Souza Jr., who tied the game in the 6th with a shot to center. But here's the story of the Rays season right here. The Yankees win the game in walk-off fashion. In the bottom of the 9th, Tyler Austin sends one into the seats in right, and the Yankees win 5-4. The Bucs take on the Falcons this weekend to kick off their regular season, but tonight the NFL season officially got underway with a rematch of Super Bowl proportions. The reigning champion Denver Broncos hosting the team they beat in last year's Super Bowl, the Carolina Panthers. And the rematch has not disappointed. It is a close game in the 4th quarter. The Broncos have a 21-20 lead with just 4 minutes to go. And the New York Mets have signed former Gators and NFL quarterback Tim Tebow to a minor league deal. The 29-year-old held a tryout last week in front of scouts for 28 MLB teams. Tebow hasn't played baseball competitively since 2005, but he's trying to make that challenging jump from the NFL to the MLB. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Thank you, my fellow Americans. As your candidate for president, I will make bling affordable with Spectralite diamonds.
Spectralite diamonds are manufactured in laboratory conditions to equal the finest natural diamonds.
This political message was brought to you by Created Gems and the Bling Party.
Big bling for little change for you.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
High school football players in Palo Cedro, California, cheering on a cheerleader. As they took the field for their game Friday, all 57 players gave Ashley Adamites an orange rose. Orange is the color for leukemia awareness. Ashley was diagnosed with that cancer last month, and she is undergoing treatment. And now their opponents, these are the Cougars, but their opponents in tomorrow night's game, Red Bluff High. The seniors there tweeted a message asking students and fans to wear orange, and they tweeted the hashtag Ashley Strong. Ashley tweeted, "I don't know where I'd be without the support of my family, friends, and most importantly, my school."
Wow, great story. Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
And it's hard, I think, for high school boys to,
right, and
show that kind
emotion,
of emotion,
right,
but they really stepped up and did it.
Good story there.
Awesome story. Best of luck to her. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow.